Hi everyone, I'm Thasbih Amin, speech and language therapist working in Dubai. One of the most favorite people that I love spending time with are toddlers. Toddlers are children between the age of 1 to 3 years. They are the most vivacious beings on the planet. They teach you presence and how to enjoy the little things in life. They bring a lot of joy. As much as they bring a lot of joy, they bring a lot of challenges as well. They challenge all your notions about parenting. I remember when my daughter turned 2 years old, everything changed. I was looking at a different child. I had to pray for patience because when she threw a tantrum, I had to take a timeout. I have taken more timeouts than her. But that is what toddlerhood is about. As toddlers, they are learning their sense of self. They are developing their personality. Now, I want to share a very interesting experiment that was done in the 1970s. This is famously called as the Rouge Test. So they took children between the age of 6 months to 24 months. So the first group was babies between the age of 6 to 12 months. They put a dot of lipstick on their nose and they placed these babies in front of the mirror. The baby, looking at her own reflection on the mirror, was not able to recognize it was her. So she thought it was another baby and she started playing with the baby, making cute sounds and cute noises. However, when the same experiment was repeated with children between the age of 20 to 24 months, just while they are becoming a toddler, they saw that the moment the child looked into the mirror and saw the dot of lipstick on their nose, they hesitated and they started rubbing it off. So that means during earlier ages, children have not developed their sense of self, but by the time they are becoming a toddler, they have developed a sense of self, or they know that they are a separate personality from their parents. In terms of speech, language, and communication, there is a huge vocabulary burst that's happening. Between the ages of 18 months to 24 months, it almost triples. So, for example, a child who has a vocabulary of 100 words at 18 months, by the time they reach 24 months, it has become 300. So, in a matter of 6 months, their vocabulary almost triples. They start speaking in 2-word phrases like mommy come, daddy sit, and they are able to follow 2-step directions. So, how do we navigate the toddler world? These are some of the tips that I have tried and they were effective most of the time. Some days they worked and some days nothing's worked. Toddlers crave independence. They want to control situations and they want to make choices for themselves. This is their trait and we have to work with this trait. So play the 2-choice game with your toddler. This also keeps them safe and healthy. So for example, you can ask your toddler by showing them a bag of raisins or banana. So you ask them, do you want raisins or banana? This choice making can be extended to everyday situations. For example, do you want to wear a red shirt or do you want to wear a blue shirt? Do you want to watch a movie or listen to music? Do you want to read or color? Make statements rather than asking questions for important things, which means that if you're going to ask your toddler, are you ready for bed? The most obvious answer is going to be no. So making a statement, you can say, in 5 minutes, we are getting ready for bed. Instead of asking, do you want to clean up? You can make a statement and say, let's clean up, help me. Instead of asking, do you want to sit on a high chair? You can say that, let's sit on a high chair. Do you want my help or can you do it by yourself? Counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If your toddler can count until 10, then this is a good tip to follow to move them from one activity to other or to end a particular activity. For example, when my daughter is playing a fun game, what I do at the beginning is if I want her to finish the game, I give her a heads up. I tell her, in 3 minutes, we are going to clean up and we finish the game. If she does not agree to that, then I tell her that after 3 minutes, I'm going to count. And I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I stop the activity. At the beginning, I dealt with a lot of emotions and tears, but eventually she learned that this is how things are done. The reason I counted backwards is because when I started counting forwards with my daughter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, she started counting the rest, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there was no time limit. So when I counted backwards, she understood that with 1, we finish. Being clear and being consistent has helped me and my daughter. I believe it is a disservice that we do to our children by not teaching them boundaries. At a young age, we as parents are responsible for their behavior, and it is important we teach them what's okay and what's not okay, acknowledging them and their emotions. It is important that we acknowledge children's emotions and we accept them. Quite often, I deal with toddlers who come to my session and then they want to leave with a toy from my therapy room. When I tell them that it needs to be put back, I deal with a lot of tears and a lot of behavior. But when I tell them that I know how much you love this toy and you want to take it home, but the toy needs to stay in the toy room. When you come next time, it'll be waiting for you to play. Change does not happen without acceptance, be it for adults or for children. So we have to acknowledge and accept the child first, and then move forward being clear and consistent. I hope these tips will help you navigate few of the things of toddler world. Please let me know your tips of how you were able to navigate your toddler world so that we can learn from each other. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Thank you very much for watching.